Pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Washington Commanders. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. Six down. Alert. Bullshit. I'm coming. Done.
A first carry from Rashad White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You talk about this Washington defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Good. 180. Done.
Mayfield looks to throw. Open man is Abuka. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a first down.
Good. 180. Hey,
Mayfield going to switch things up here. Now they'll audible to something else. First down, here's White. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'll tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Hey, 133. 180. Go. Real. Done.
They stay on the ground with White. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Good. 180. Run. Alert, please.
Mayfield to throw it. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Down the left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 47 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now Cade York for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
Good. 180. What's that?
Play fake. Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
It leads to second.
You talk about this Washington defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
180.
Baker changing the play at the line. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
What's that?
To throw, Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
180. Done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he is caught. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 36. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 20. And a Buccaneer first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36.
Good. 180. Hey, alert.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Point it right. Point it right. What's that?
Mayfield. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's brought down to the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Good stick. 180. Hey, alert. Done.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Second and 2, first down marker at the 8.
180. Regular. Double up. What's up?
Mayfield down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Good. Hey, alert 30. 180. Hey, B. Done.
Mayfield on play action. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
What's up?
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
McLaughlin now to kick this one away.
Ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Go.
Now Daniels. To the right side and intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
180. Hey,
now Baker going to change it up.
What's that?
Following the interception, Mayfield. This is White on the screen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screen play. Maybe get their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Real. 180! What's that?
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down and a yard.
What's that?
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Rashad White, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Let's go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Second and a couple.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Washington first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready, set. Set, go.
A give up the middle to Gibson. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the 44 now, here's second and 4.
Here we go.
Daniels looking to throw. He'll swing this out to Krosky-Merritt. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Shot.
To the air goes Daniels. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Get it.
To throw is Daniels. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ready. Liking it.
Audible here into something else. Quick throw here, that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Washington 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Ready up. Shot. Ready.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Ready. Ready.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Ready.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Let's go now. Go.
Here's Daniels. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, they picked up 5, needed 4. So to me, you know what that translates back to? Situational football and how they've been teaching it probably since OTAs and minicamps. Going over situations, know what you need, and find a way to get it.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Let's go.
Krosky Merritt going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Goal at the Buccaneers 5-yard line.
Ready. 60 by. Ready.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Stonewalled on second down. Now let's see what they can do on third and goal from the 2. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Jaden Daniels keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Commanders are able to move back in front.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Up, 180. What's up?
Here's Mayfield. It's complete to Mitchell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time in a first down.
Throwing, Mayfield. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
180. What's up?
Now Mayfield. It's grabbed over the middle by White. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
180.
Mayfield going to switch things up here.
What's up?
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
Complete to Adonai Mitchell.
What's up?
Mayfield to throw it. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Second half about to start. The Commanders have the lead. They'll get it first as we are back underway. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Ready!
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ready!
On first down, it's Crosby Murray. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Go!
Throwing now is Daniels. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Ready!
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Diaz. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go! Cougar 19!
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
On the jump!
2nd down and 3.
79! Here we go!
Looking to throw. Daniels. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Ready!
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Ready.
Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th
I know at times
down.
people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because even if they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Baker changing the play at the line.
What's that?
Mayfield looks to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
It's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
What's that?
White running to the left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up. Mayfield now from the 50. Open man is Ibuka. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Good. 180. What's that?
Mayfield down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased if they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Get it. Go.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
Another Washington Commanders first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Set. Let go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. From the right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Ready, break. Ready.
Completes it again to Dobbs. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
A run inside, Krosky Merritt. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Okay, break.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Now Daniels. That's out to the flat for Gibson. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further.
4 yards on the
Short
pickup.
completion, just 4 yards. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Ready, ready. Down. Ready, ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Under pressure now, it's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Cade York on for the field goal.
York able to send this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Baker going to change it up. And now they'll shift things around. Mayfield. That's complete to White. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
Second and
6 at the 40.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield with it once more. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 41-yard line.
Yards on the play. Complete to Mitchell.
Back to throw here. He completes it right side to right. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And he'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards. It's 2nd and inches at the 32-yard line.
Kings.
They run straight ahead here with White. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field. That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Washington on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
180. Point it right. Hey, alert 33.
In motion left is Mitchell. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That is caught. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Regular. What's that?
And again, it's Mayfield. Here's White. They set up the screen. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14.
At the 14-yard line.
Now Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Intended for
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
180!
In motion, the tight end.
What's that?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
On the ready.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Ready, ready! Cougar 19. Ready.
To the air goes Daniels. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Ready, ready.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. Over the middle, complete to Shaheed. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's a gain of 8.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Waste of time. Ready,
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let go.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
Up the middle, Krosky Merritt. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
9 yards.
And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First down. First and 10
Set.
at the 12-yard line.
Black, 95. Hut.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Down. Yellow, 22. Ready?
Down to a knee, and the defense, they can't stop that clock. A couple more of those, and it's going to be victory.
Set, hut. 10 black. Ready, ready.
Washington about to close this one out as they are down to a knee. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. York able to send this one through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Undercut. 180. Regular. Cut.
The drive starts with a run by White. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down. Here's second down. Mayfield to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here. One last shot from Mayfield here. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish,